day for this meeting. Guide our minds and hearts so that we will work for the good of our community. Teach us to be generous in our outlook, courageous in the face of difficulty, and wise in our decisions. Thy will be done. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to call this Hancock County Commission to order. This is July 2nd in the year 2015. Exactly 2:31. As always, please remind you to please turn off all cellular devices. Item 1, approval of the minutes. Approval of County Commission minutes from June 18th, 2015.
So move to approve.
Any corrections, discussion, minutes? If not, call for a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. Item 2, citizens' presentation. Anyone would like to address the commission today? We have no one on the vote. Mr. Kearns would like to present.
Good afternoon, everyone. As I'm sure everyone is aware, Mountaineer was very happy to open our outdoor smoking pavilion yesterday. Rave reviews from team members, customers, dignitaries, everyone in attendance. Thank you, gentlemen, for being there as well. Appreciate the support. Invite everyone to come up and take a look around. Obviously, I'm sure everyone knows we're there, but come up and take a look. It's certainly a unique experience, a little bit different from the rest of the building. It's got its own vibe, and like I said, getting great reviews. So look forward to seeing everybody up there.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else like to address the commission today? 3, correspondence. And it's larger. Thanks, Paige, for the larger fonts. Jeez, I have my glasses.
It's like the big E. It's like the big E on the.
Look at the size of the print.
Don't confuse me here. New business, County Commission, approval of Jared Walsh to the Hancock County Parks and Recreation Board.
Move to approve.
Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries 3-0. Approval to advertise for an open position on the Northern Hancock County Home Consortium Board.
So moved.
Discussion? We will put this on the website.
Yes, sir.
And the description will be on there. Further discussion, questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 3-0. Item 3, approval of resolution to apply and enter into a contractual agreement with the Community Participation Grant Program on behalf of the Juvenile Mediation Program for counseling services in the amount of $2,000.
Move to approve.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 3-0. Item 4, County Commission. Approval of final internal budget revisions for FY 14-15.
It's just the final revision to close out the fiscal year.
She's hiding stuff.
Motion?
Move to approve the final internal budget, 2014-15.
We have a motion on the floor. Any discussion? Concerns? Corrections? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Unanimous. 3-0. Dog Warden. B. Approval of the June 15th monthly reports in your packet.
Move to approve.
Debate? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Office of Technology and Communications, item 1, requesting approval to hire a new deputy director, Office of Emergency Management. And the letter and the recommendation is in your packet. Unfortunately, the font is small back there and I can't read it, but I did see this one.
Move to approve.
Any discussion, concerns? John Paul is here if we have any questions.
Yeah, Mr. Jones, would you mind giving us a little update, a little history on the gentleman that you've chosen for this position?
Jeremy Obert is a Lawrenceville firefighter. He has EMS experience with the ambulance squads, and he's a resident of Hancock County, lives in Lawrenceville. That's what I know about Jeremy. Other than 10 years ago, or maybe it's been 12 years ago, he was one of our firefighters that went with us down to Mississippi.
Bob, you were involved in the interview process as
Yes,
well,
sir.
right?
Yeah, we pretty much figured he has the best talent for the deputy's position. He is, like John said, a county resident, and will fit in the office and has participated in some of the drills in the past, so he's aware of some of the operation already.
How many applicants did we have for this position?
6 to start.
Okay. And just for the record, this is not a new position. This is filling the vacancy of the young lady who had it left here a year ago, maybe? Or
Yes,
so.
that's correct. It's just a replacement. That's
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 3-0. Sheriff's Department requesting approval to hire Robert Wilson as part-time courtroom bailiff, courthouse security.
Move to approve.
Discussion? Any comments?
Good man.
Yeah, this is Bob Wilson. Most of you know him. He's a retired Hancock County deputy. He's been offered the position before. And finally, I caught his wife, and she was real happy to send him down to have an application filed.
Should you ask me if it was overtime?
And how much overtime do you need? Good. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Welcome aboard, Mr. Wilson. Item 5, miscellaneous approval of probates and estates.
They have been reviewed and are recommended for approval.
So move to approve.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Sorry, someone said aye. Motion carries 3-0. Approval exoneration orders.
Move to approve.
Discussion? Vote. All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Motion carries. General county bills. Approval.
With the closing of the fiscal year, we only have P card payments in the amount of $72,768.99.
Have a motion?
So moved.
Discussion?
Discussion. The P card payment of 72,000. Did this include the Collie Annie or any of the bills?
No,
in
it
it?
does not.
No, it does not. Okay. I have no further discussion.
Further questions? Debate? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of animal shelter levy fund bills and requisitions.
They're okay to pay.
Move to approve.
Question? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of fire allocation bills and requisitions.
They're okay to pay as well.
Move to approve.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Library levy rate bills and requisitions. Approval?
They're okay.
Move to approve.
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Shoulder workshop. Bills, funds, requisitions for approval.
They're okay as well.
Move to approve.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Work in the room, Karen, anything?
Well, it's winding down and starting up the new fiscal year. A fun time.
Nothing today, Mr. Schwartzmiller.
I have nothing for you today.
Everyone's ready for the long weekend, it looks. Karen?
Energy Express is starting out extremely well. We're basically full in both sites. We have only a few slots left, very few. And so the kids are having a great time already, and the creativity this year is just incredible. One young woman is decorating her whole theme is Minions, another one is camping, and it's just great. So I do invite you, commissioners and elected officials, if you want to go up and take a look at Energy Express in action, give me a call. I'd love to have you go up and read with the kids. Camp is also starting up here in about a week and a half. It's almost full. We only have a couple of slots left there. And we are starting to promote our Cloverbud Camp, which will be the first week of August. Other than that, we are pretty much back up in operation after painting and getting the new furniture in, and everything looks great. And it's made the place a lot easier to move around and do what we need to do. So thank you.
John Paul?
Nothing.
Yes. I allotted 20 minutes for you.
A whole 20 minutes? Mm-hmm. I just want to tell everybody to have a wonderful 4th of July. Be careful if you're doing sparklers, fireworks, whatever. Be careful and watch out for the little kids. They get so excited when they're around those type of things that we got to watch out, especially for them. So everybody have a good 4th.
Thank you.
I would just like to reiterate those comments. Everybody have a safe, happy holiday.
I have the same comments. I want to thank Mount Airy for inviting us up yesterday. I think they did a tremendous job. Got to meet Boobnum and Cindy, which was a highlight of my week, you know.
Are you doing Brendan square dancing?
Yes, we are.
She told
Tomorrow.
me, yeah. So
you didn't get the memo?
You did say tonight, didn't you?
Yes. Yes.
George is healed.
What's going on?
His heart's working great. He's ready to go.
Boom Boom would have fixed that. Anything else, George?
No.
No rebuttal to...
No.
Commissioner?
Yeah. First of all, I'm glad that everything's well and you are sitting here with us today.
Thank you.
So whether you're square dancing or not, it's good to see you here. Two things. One's quick. When we advertise for these positions on, per se, the park board or the consortium board and all that, let the public be aware of the fact that those are posted on the website. Sometimes the reason for that is an ad in the newspaper is a little less than $1,000 and becomes a huge expense when you're changing these over a whole lot of times. So hopefully the people will pick up on that, to visit our website weekly and see that. And the other thing is, as Mr. Kearns alluded to, had the opportunity to attend the grand opening of the new smoking patio, as we call it, pavilion, as it's called. Was there last Tuesday. Never thought it would be ready yesterday morning. Walked in there yesterday morning, and people were playing the machines and sitting at the tables. A very proactive choice by Mountain Air, a very huge investment. And that huge investment hopefully has preserved some jobs and will continue to produce revenue for our county. Gives people another opportunity to visit Hancock County and spend your money here versus going out of the area. I commend Mountain Air for all the work they did, and I hope that it's well paid off. It's a beautiful room and tremendous way to offset the thing. So you have best of both worlds up there. You want to smoke, go outside. You want to smoke, go inside. And got to meet one of the new co-owner. Am I saying that right, Greg?
Mm-hmm. Their family is the majority of the company.
Okay, not the CEO though. But they have drastically changed menus up there. We have eaten up there. Their food is great. If you just want to go up for a dinner out, it's still a nice place to go to. Hopefully, we make that they make that a destination resort for our county. So, thanks from the commission. That's it,
Commissioner.
And everybody, 4th of July, same thing, safe and happy.
Just to do a follow-up, as Commissioner Barnaby has mentioned, yes, we appreciate the steps that you've taken to accommodate the customers who like to have a smoke and do a little gaming at your facility. We think that's vital for your survival. And so, again, thanks for making that happen. And we say thanks because the revenue that the county receives from Mountaineer is critical. It's critical for our surviving, actually. And so thanks for that and everything else associated with the pavilion. I'd like to also mention that this past week, Congressman McKinley was in. He met at the Chamber of Commerce office on Monday. We had open dialogue, talked about the issues that the chamber members would like to see. And we talked about roads, we talked about economic development, infrastructure, and what I'm getting at is I just want to thank him and his staff for showing up. He's been here 20-some times in the last year or so, and that's good for elected officials and business folks, members of the community, to be able to meet up with him and discuss what our real issues are here. So that was well appreciated. Update on our OEM 911 center. Walls are up. Things are looking good there, huh, Jonesy?
Oh yes, the floors are poured and all the walls are up inside. Oh, we're going like gangbusters.
Yeah, appreciate those. But that's coming along well, and for any of you who have not had the opportunity to travel through Newell in the last week,
that's all right.
The walls are pretty much up on the dealership as well, and what a huge facility that is. So we've seen 3 nice projects really move along quite well within the last month. Mountaineer, Emergency Service, and the dealership in Chester, Chrysler dealership. So those are all good things. To finalize, I just want to let the folks know that on Saturday, 4th of July parade's in Weirton at 10 o'clock, and 4 o'clock is the Chester parade, and then the Kitty parade is in New Manchester that evening. But happy 4th of July to all you folks.
And we're out to gain another trophy for the county commission at the parades. We're on a roll. This was from the New Cumberland Christmas parade, so we've got to keep our streak going. So see you at the parades on Saturday. I've got a couple under there. I'd like to apologize to the Mountaineer officials who are here today. I could not make it yesterday. My day job sometimes gets in the road of me going places, so apologize for that. But I do applaud Mountaineer for stepping up and addressing the concerns of all the citizens of Hancock County, whether you're a smoker or you're a non-smoker. And we really appreciate those efforts. I know that wasn't a small bill up there. Drove by today on the way back from Chester. Yeah, it really looks good. I'll stop in tomorrow night. So, while we were in Chester today for a ribbon cutting, we had lunch up there, and we're sitting around the table, and I don't even know how it came up, but it was like, this would be a nice room. This was in the city building in Chester. Someone said, this would be a nice place. You guys never get up this way a whole lot. So it sort of just clicked in there about maybe having and we just brought it up, just brainstorming. Maybe have the potential having a traveling commission meeting in maybe some of the other cities. I think if memory served me right, long ago we talked about that. And by code, Mr. Lucas, I don't know if we can or can't, so I'm going to be looking that up this week, and if you happen to run across that, can we actually have a commission meeting outside New Cumberland, which is the county seat? If we could, then I think that would be kind of neat. I don't know when, but every quarter, every other quarter, I would have one in Chester City Building. That'd be the perfect place in Chester. State Building, City Building, and Weirton, and maybe somewhere else in the county. Just to open up a little bit. I mean, transparency is the big word now. Being open to the citizens and giving some of those citizens the ability to come and see us that day, and if they have any concerns or questions, is to meet with them before the meeting. So I'll report back on that, or Mr. Lucas, if you happen to have that, if you run across that, we'd appreciate that.
And along those lines, if that is a possibility, in one of my other elected jobs, we did do that 4 times a year, and believe it or not, those were the largest attended meetings, because it's surprising that the community will come out, particularly if we could do that in an evening, a 6:30 range, where the daylight workers that can't get here could come to it. I like the idea, and I would totally support that idea if it was feasible.
With no further comments, I'll accept the motion to adjourn until the next meeting will be July the 16th, 2:30.
So moved.
All in favor of adjourning?
Aye.
We are adjourned.